Hi and welcome back to another video on the Classic Mini. In today's video I'm going to lower the steering column on the Mini. That way it'll be more comfortable for driving. This is the current position on the steering wheel. It's totally stock and unmodified at the moment. I have purchased this little bracket from eBay. That cost me £7 delivered here in the UK, and I'm going to fit that. That will allow the rake on the steering wheel to come down, and it should make it more comfortable for driving. There's a few things that we have to do to the steering rack, or one thing really that we have to do to the steering rack is alter the angle on the steering rack. A lot of people just fit that lowering kit and then forget about it, and then further down the line they realise that our steering rack munches up. So what we're going to have to do is slacken the bolts that are behind the carpet on the steering rack, so that when we lower the column down, it allows the rack to spin so that there's not undue pressure on the universal joint or the splines on the steering rack, and that will obviously stop the rack from failing. So what I'll do is I'll quickly whip off this cowling, that way we can get a look at the bolt. Now there should be a shear bolt on that, sometimes these are broken off. So we'll get that all off, that way it's easier for you guys to see, and we'll take it from there and see what we've got to play with. I've removed the cowling. You would probably be able to do that with the cowling in place, but it's only 2 screws, and it certainly makes it far easier to see what you're doing and get access to the bolt. This has obviously been changed at some point, I would imagine, because there's normally a shear bolt on there, and I don't know if they've put a slot in that to make it unscrew. So that should unscrew quite easily and undo and come away. Now we'll also have to undo the bolts on the floor, not undo them fully, but just slacken them off so that we can allow the steering rack to spin. So what I'll do first is I'll peel the carpets back, locate the bolts, and undo them slightly. With the carpet peeled back, I'm on the passenger side. A 1/2 inch socket in here, and I'll just wind these 2 nuts back a little bit, just to allow the steering rack to spin. Now the car's not jacked up or anything, it's just sitting on its normal wheels, because your play is obviously in your track rod ends, because that's what connects to the wheels. Right, that's a good bit of slack available there. So I'll quickly do the other side, and we'll move on to the bracket on the column. Right, that's that bolt out. Now, with this bolt out, it'll allow the steering wheel to move up and down. And with it moving up and down, not that I don't think we'll see it, but the rack, if you can just see the nuts there moving slightly, Right now, you'll take your adjuster bracket and obviously separate one of the nuts. Just put that to one side just now. Now with the screw or the bolt that we took out from the column here, providing it's in good condition, you can reuse it again. If not, you'll need to get another nut and bolt, but I'm going to reuse this because it's in decent condition, and the previous person that worked on it has kindly put a slot in that for a screwdriver. So next I'll fit this up here and put the nut and bolt through it, and we'll just get this started by hand. There we go. I'm not going to do it up tightly just now because I want a little bit of movement in it so that I can set the wheel. Next up, I'll get the bolt that comes with the kit and offer that up. Like so. Stick the washers in it and the nut for the other side. Right, that's basically how the wheel looks now, and if we come out a bit, you can see there's a big difference now. Now that bracket is it is adjustable, so you can adjust it to however you wish that makes it comfortable for you. So I'll quickly work out a position that'll be comfortable for me. Right, that's me got these nuts tightened up again. I've got the steering wheel in a position where I'm comfortable with, and I can clearly see the dials now, whereas before the bulge in the steering wheel here was covering some of the dials. Now I've got a lovely clear view of all the dials. So what I'll do now is I will tighten up the nut at the bottom of the steering column, down there, and tighten up the nuts that are on the steering rack, and that'll be the job done. Well, that'll be that done. Quick and easy. Very simple modification to do, and if you're doing it yourself, it'll take no more than 10 minutes, I can assure you. So yeah, so this is the final driving position for the steering wheel. It is set to its highest position, and the camera is roughly at my eye level, so now I can clearly see all the gauges without the hump of the steering wheel getting in the road. So yeah, happy days. Next modification for this will be the seat extenders, so that I can have the driver's seat further back. So guys, if you have made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.